So what's going on with advertising today? Why isn't it working? Well, consider this. The average person today is subjected to 3,000 odd marketing messages in any given day. You want your customers, your prospects, to have brand experiences. You want them to be good, you want them to last, and you want them to resonate. Because a good brand experience is more likely to be repeated, shared, or talked about. And don't just take my word for it. There's plenty of data out there to support that brand experiences lead to increased mind share and can lead a customer, real or potential, to consideration, on to purchase, and all the way down the funnel to loyalty.
Agility is what is going to matter most within our offices. And agility is also what's going to matter most to our businesses and to the businesses of our clients and to individuals. The individuals that work for us and the individuals we interact with. Today, we have new channels. We have new behaviors. We have new trends, and they evolve so fast that you really can't continue to do business as usual, because whether you think of yourself or whether you think of your clients as pioneers, fast movers, or indeed laggards, technology will demand, no, it will command agility. Ask yourself, were you ahead of the curve when Adobe announced that they were no longer going to support Flash for mobile platforms? Were you ahead of the curve? Were you already thinking HTML5? Were you actually postponing development, or were you actually betting on something entirely different?
Become a more emotional brand, and it has always left me scratching my head in bewilderment as to what on earth it is they're talking about. And so when CMOs say, how can we become a more emotional brand, I don't think they're talking about contempt or sadness or disgust. They're really talking about joy. So why don't they just say, how can we become a more joyful brand with all the secondary emotions of warmth and love and friendship? I'm not interested in talking about joy today. I'm interested in a different emotion, which is this one, fear. Fearful economic times. Will Europe collapse? Are we going to hit this scary fiscal cliff? Are we going to hit a double-dip recession? But also just from a geopolitical sense, there seems to be more fear and uncertainty in the world today than there was maybe 10 or 20 years ago. Things done well and with a care exempt themselves from fear. And I think if everyone in this room, if every marketer really takes care and takes pride in what they do and really executes well, then we have no need to fear anything.
And this particular youth generation seems uniquely influential. They have become the earliest adopters of anything technological, fashion, or social, as they've always been. They're also the most creative adapters. So adopters, they were first on social media. They were created at high school, Facebook and MySpace at high school and college. Most owned devices for teens and 20-somethings, not the TV anymore, it's the computer and the cell phone. The TV tucks in at third. The e-reader and the tablet in aggregate are about at 25% now, and the home gaming system has eclipsed the DVD player. There's been a significant shift. Broadly, what's your why? It doesn't have to be some social good, although that's one of them. It could be about innovation. It could be about expressing yourself. Apple has played in this terrain quite often. It's the favorite brand of teens, 20s, girls, and guys. Advertising and connecting with millennials, we have to answer the question of what is your why for this generation?
Although they know how to get to great ideas, what they constantly struggle with is how they get great ideas to be global. So, the best global ideas are ideas based on human truths, we heard about it earlier today, that allow for local insights. And we call these ideas that people can belong to. Because the idea of belonging, we all want to belong to something. It could be our family, it could be our work, it could be our little community. But when you get a belonging idea, and you get a globally belonging idea, it's something quite special. And the best CMOs, I think the best agencies, are ones that enable that local insight. But it's getting really, really hard. And we think it's getting hard because of this. We all talk about living in this world of digital and how digital has changed everything. It's actually not digital. It's about access. We suddenly have this amazing access to information, to communication, that has changed everything that we've had, whether it's access through our laptop, through our mobile, through our tablet.